Could Arsenal be looking to bring in Evan Ferguson next summer? Yes, people, welcome back to another Arsenal transfer news video. As always, if you're not being kept up to date with daily Arsenal transfer news vids, this is a place to be. Make sure you subscribe down below. I'm already to 5,000 subscribers. And please let me know your thoughts in the comment section regarding Evan Ferguson's potential move to Arsenal. Let's get straight into the tweet brought today by Dobbo, and it states this. As previously reported, Evan Ferguson is Arsenal's top target at number 9 for next summer. Arsenal have been watching him for several months and will continue to do so in the 23-24 season. Will cost £100 million plus. Osman, another name which has been discussed too. And Osman really does get me excited, by the way. He's a fantastic striker for Napoli. Now, here's the thing with Evan Ferguson, right? Massive fan of him. If I had to give him a player comparison, I know it's early, but I'm looking at Harry Kane type of player. And one thing I know about Harry Kane is he would be absolutely perfect for Arsenal. He's literally an Arteta type striker. Can hold up play, can link up play, and is a clinical finisher as well. Now, Harry Kane's left Tottenham, our bitter rivals, and gone to Bayern Munich. So, good news, he's left Tottenham and out of the Premier League, obviously. I would have loved him at Arsenal, but that would have been far-fetched anyway. It's not like he was going to do a Sol Campbell 2.0. Now, although it's young, Evan Ferguson, I do see shades of Harry Kane there. Evan Ferguson is very much a smart, cerebral striker. He understands the game very well, especially at a very young age. Young Republic of Ireland international, doesn't really start many games for Brighton, especially right now. He might be injured, that's why, or at least shaking off some kind of injury. But whenever he's on the pitch, he's making things happen for Brighton. I think he's a really smart striker and a really good striker as well. He's someone that uses his body well. There's so many strikers, especially at a young age, that don't utilise their body enough. Evan Ferguson understands what he's got. He's got very much a big, unique, physical body. And he uses that to his strengths. Shields off defenders, links up play, spins in behind, can also look to pass as well as shoot. I think he's a really good striker. Now, obviously 100 million right now is very much an overpay. But as reported, Arsenal are going to track him throughout the season and see what they do. I think targeting a striker for Arsenal is the right play. I would love to bring the striker this season, but I understand that we've already spent north of £210 million. To sign a striker now, it's going to cost an awful lot of money. Otherwise, you're bringing in a £40-50 million striker. And what I always say is, for the striker position, never skimp. It's never ever worth your time bringing in a budget striker. Rarely ever works. For the striker position, splash the cash. That's the one time where I genuinely think it's worth it to spend £80-90 million, because your striker will save you this season. Look, I know it's harsh, right? But yesterday against Crystal Palace, Eddie Nketiah had 2 gilt-edged chances in the first half. Fair enough, the first one he probably did the best he could, hitting the post. But that second one, why is he trying to dink the goalkeeper when he's basically just got to whack it into the back of the net? If that's Erling Haaland, the game might be 2-0 and game over at half-time. That's the difference. One team's got Haaland, one team's got Nketiah for now. If we had a top striker up front, maybe we find it much easier to win the Premier League title, and maybe win the title last season. So look, Arsenal sign a striker. If it's not going to be this summer, which I doubt, because I do think we need to sign a top striker, and we don't quite have the capital to do that this year, then next summer, we should be blowing the bank on a striker. Genuinely. I don't care if it's the only position we address. The strikers are out there. Evan Ferguson's one. Ivan Toney. Those that watched the Diary of a CEO episode, I did myself, absolutely enjoyed it, by the way. Massive respect to Stephen Bartlett and Ivan Toney for doing it. Ivan Toney said in there, dropping some hints. First of all, he said that, I've already told Brentford that I want to go to a bigger club if possible. He didn't exactly say that, but he inferred it. He basically said to Thomas Frank, don't get in the way if a big club goes for me. Secondly, he said he wants to make the step up in his career. He wants to go to a bigger club and fight for the major trophies. And the third thing he said is, I was a Liverpool fan growing up, but I always loved Arsenal's style. And I like to see Arsenal play. And I love the fans as well. Ivan Toney's dropping clear messages that he likes Arsenal. Yes, obviously, the whole good kick about of the boys, but it's the first game that Brentford win the Premier League, man. It's water under the bridge. As we can see, the man likes to make mistakes. Don't we all? But look, I would love to see Ivan Toney come to the Emirates. So the strikers are out there. Osimhen, Ivan Toney, Evan Ferguson. The strikers are there. It's all about who Arsenal want to bring in. And I genuinely think we're a strike away from really being a top elite team. We're already a brilliant team. Already. But having a world-class number 9 up there, because Man City proved it last season. Yes, they could win the title without a top number 9. But to win the treble and go damn near flawless for not just a month, but 2, 3, 4, 5 months in a row, you need a top-class striker up there. Haaland bagged you 36 goals. You can't tell me that if Haaland was in Arsenal's team and Jesus and Nketiah were in City's team, Arsenal would have definitely won a title that season. 100%. So your number 9 can be the difference. So I would love to see Arsenal bring in someone like Evan Ferguson. Now, I appreciate right now 100 million for Evan Ferguson is an awful lot of money. So we still got to watch him this season to see what he does. But one thing about Brighton is They're brilliant no matter who's in the team. Their system's fantastic. I mean, they just lost Moises Caicedo and Alexis McAllister, the 2 best midfielders last year, and have come back an even better team, it seems. They've won 2 games out of 2. And a second thing about Brighton is they're tough negotiators. It's just what it is. We tried to spend 70 million on Caicedo in January, and I thought they were absolutely bonkers to not take it. Lo and behold, they wait 4 months, they secure Europa League football with Caicedo, and send him for 40 million more. That is literally Barber in a nutshell. Barber, De Zerbi, Brighton as a whole, they're fantastic negotiators. They're really astute businessmen. So to sign a Brighton player, it's going to cost an awful lot of money. Whether you want to sign a Mitoma, an Estopinian, or an Evan Ferguson, you're going to have to dish out the cash. The main thing for me, if you're Arsenal Football Club, is you've got the power. Because a lot of these young players, especially the Ivan Tonys, who's not that young anymore, but you know what I mean, especially players at lower clubs like Ivan Toney, Evan Ferguson, they would snap your hand off for the Arsenal move. When Arsenal are interested for you, especially in the position where we are right now as Arsenal. Now, obviously, all can change. We could finish 5th next season. You never know. But it is what it is. Right now, we're on course to hopefully challenge for the title again. Meaning we're going to get at least in the Champions League spots. Meaning we are an attractive team to go to. Without Champions League football, we're still attractive to go to. But with Champions League football, with the world-class players around us, with one of the youngest teams and up-and-coming teams in the Premier League and worldwide, we're a good match for anyone in the world. So, Evan Ferguson and Ivan Toney, if they hear that Arsenal interested, they're going to be begging for that move. They're going to be telling their respective clubs, please let me go to Arsenal Football Club. So if you're Arsenal, it's all about being smart, understand the ball's in your court, understand that you are looking for a world-class striker, but there's options available. It's all about now executing, understanding that we should be signing a striker, if not this summer, definitely next summer, and look around the market and see who's available and make the right decision. Arteta needs to find a striker that fits his needs. And I think Arteta is looking for a genuine striker like Evan Ferguson. I've come out and said it. I think Harry Kane would have been the perfect Arteta striker. Arteta wants a striker that can hold up play, be a passer, be involved in the attack early from deep, yet still have the ability to be clinical, a fox in the box. And Harry Kane's exactly that. Ivan Toney's similar as well. Ivan Toney isn't as technically gifted as Harry Kane, but you can't dispute the fact that Ivan Toney scored 20 Premier League goals last season, despite missing the last 5 games and playing in the Brentford team. The goals don't lie. Numbers don't lie at the end of the day. And I think Ivan Toney would be fantastic for Arsenal. So look, whether it's Ivan Toney, whether it's Evan Ferguson, whether it's Victor Osimhen, or a name we haven't even considered yet, Arsenal need to be targeting a striker next summer, and I just can't wait for it. But for now, let's look at the team we've got. Nketiah's doing alright. We've obviously got Trossard who can play in the false 9. Havertz similarly, and we're expecting Jesus to come back from his injury any moment now. So the team's there. Let's get behind the boys for now. I still do think we need to sign a backup defender. That's an absolute fact. Meanwhile, Nicolas Pepe, despite the fact that he's been linked away from Arsenal for the whole summer, it seems like he might be staying as well now that his talks with Besiktas seem to have broken down. So if he does stay, fair play, we'll keep him around the football club as well. But the main thing is, Arsenal just keep involved in this transfer window. Try and sign a couple more players. Offload some deadwood as well, and let's make sure that we continue our strong form in the Premier League season and go on to hopefully mount a brilliant title challenge and fingers crossed the end of the season win the Premier League. Otherwise, I appreciate you guys all for tuning into this video. If you want to keep up to date with daily Arsenal transfer news, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe down below. I'm already to 5,000 subscribers. Drop a comment down below on your thoughts on who you would like to see Arsenal sign, whether it's Evan Ferguson, Ivan Toney, Osimhen, or someone else. I'd absolutely love to hear it. I appreciate you guys all for tuning in. Drop a like down below this video, gets out to more people in the algorithm. I hope to catch you all in my next one. Take care.